Mr. Baker, man, chop a shake your hand, knock your muffin off. We ain't dodging no rich niggas, play gangster, just help and talk. Stop asking when I'm dropping, I'm in the trap trying to stuff about. Oh, this ain't no shit, Eddie Kendrick with a little rough sauce. I just ate it Fleming's Adidas slides and my Cuban on. Steaks with a little blood, medium rare, okay, I'm moving on. Niggas want my head, I'm hard to catch, bitch, I ain't moving on. Rather chill with my bitch, smack on the head, back, cut a moving on. Pocket 6 stomach virus, running out, bitch, I'm having shit. Really didn't need no shoes, I'm in niggas cutting up, just grabbing shit.
What's popping? What it do? What it do? What it does? What the business be like? It is the BTSC 365 podcast. I am your host, Mr. Bigg. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in wherever you tuning in, however you tuning in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got that shit on. They put that shit on. No, I'm just playing. Let me not give AB no type of positive pub, all the bullshit he doing. That's a whole nother conversation. But anywho, I'm glad y'all with me. Shout out to Eddie Valero, man. I gotta reach out to get him on the show because he bumping. I gotta get Eddie V on the show for real. That's that Mr. Baker, man. Off that what is it? Why They Feel Me Too. I've been bumping the jump pretty hard. I seen my boy Beezy hit posted that jump. I said, man, let me check this out. But man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Promise you, I'm not. I try to keep my promises. but real quick, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the show if you like what you see. Please and thank you. It is appreciated. You are appreciated, like Pac said. You are appreciated. Because I believe in organic content. I can play the YouTube game. I might play the YouTube game. I don't know. But I like organic. So if you like it, share it, tell a friend, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit this yak real quick before we get started. Woo, good old yak. If you're not watching that water, y'all know I ain't on that. Not during the show. Well, maybe a couple of times I might have been on there faded, but we ain't gonna talk about that. So they brought Bronny to the Bluff over the weekend, the Mid-South Classic. They brought Bronny to the Bluff, and he ain't disappoint. You know, me and my partner, we kind of, he out in California hooping and doing some traveling. Excuse me, but we don't get to see him play. We see the highlights. So I said, look, I'm going to go see for myself. I just got to see for myself. And yeah, he hooping. He a legit D1 prospect. If there's anybody watching right now, who listening right now, whether it's on SoundCloud, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Apple Pod, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you listen, YouTube, wherever you listen. If you had a question, you ain't got to question it no more. He a legit D1 prospect. The athleticism is there. You get that naturally. Like, he grew and he got more explosive as he grew. You can see he's gotten better with time. Like, maybe not his sophomore year, he wasn't D1. But this year, he D1. I'm seeing him in pregame. He dunking on him. You know what I'm saying? He caught one reverse. It's wild. I saw a lot of familiar faces. Shout out to Leon Taylor down there in Memphis doing his thing. Good brother. One of the dopest people down there doing the media game. If you ask me, probably the dopest, especially when it comes to high school sports. Him and Doc Holliday. They doing a great job. So shout out to those guys. I didn't get a chance to meet Doc, but Leon, we spoke. I need to holler at Leon, get him on the show. But back to the game. Bronny did his move. Now he wasn't out there bullshitting. He did his move. He was crossing folks over. He dunking that bitch. He shooting threes. I'm like, okay. You'd have thought Bronny was from South Memphis the way they were cheering for him out there. I was like, damn, man, no Bronny was from South Memphis. I thought he was from Cleveland. North Memphis, something. He's from out east or something. He's from East Memphis, boy. I'm telling you, because they was cheering for him more than they was cheering for, hey, let me not start the bullshit. There was some folks cheering in there for the home team, the home Memphis team. But LeBron brought that star power. Like, that that was a little different. I ain't gonna stunt. They brought Bronny to the Bluff, and hey, he didn't disappoint. That's all I can say. He didn't disappoint. I know the first quarter he had 13. No, he had 10 of their 9 points in the first quarter. I mean, I said 10 of their 9. They had 10. He had 10 of their 19 points in the first quarter. So you couldn't ask for more. I'm telling you, his handle good, his shot decent. He aggressive. He play hard on both ends of the floor. He gonna talk now. He gonna let you know if you been talking. He gonna let you know. I can tell he letting you know early. Like, okay, don't let me do this again. You know what I'm saying? He running on the fast break. He come behind the back on him, behind the back between the legs, dishing that bit. I said, okay. So yeah, it was good to catch Bronny in the Bluff, man. And yeah, hey, shout out to the sponsors too. Shout out to She Got Game League 615. Shout out to Upkeep Cleaning. Shout out to D-Man's Photography. Sticks and Stones, Bartlett, and Atoka now. So shout out to them Raw Wolf Clothing. All of them, man. Shout out to them, man. I already said Upkeep. So yeah, just had to make sure I said it, just in case. Now, you probably see me rocking a few different things. You know what I'm saying? We got the brand, the BTSC 365 podcast beanies on the way. These stitched too now, good quality, very good quality. Keep your head warm. So if you're up north, down south, getting cold soon. I know the weather fucking with us in the south right now, but it's on the way. It's getting cold soon. So hey, gonna need you one of these, and I got some other little things in the works. You know what I'm saying? Good quality stitching coming. But let's talk the start of the NBA season, man, because it's early. It's only 4 games, but it's 4 is what you know and what you see. And for what I can see, Damian Lillard back. Oh, he back. His first game against the Kings, he was a little rusty. He knocked the rust off. He knocked the rust off. My boy, I ain't even pull up his stats before the show, but let me just pull up these statistics. You know what I'm saying? Let's just pull up these statistics because I like to be accurate, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to be very accurate when I speak. I like to be fact check. Hey, we beat the damn, hold on. Beat them for about 25? Look, I went to sleep. I ain't gonna lie. I went to sleep midway through the third quarter. So, yeah, it was, they on that West Coast time. I'm in the South. It's a little different. But, we got the reigning 2-time MVP. Anthony Simons, that man had 6 threes, 22 points, 6 for 7 from 3 in 6 minutes. Like, what? Hold on, let me repeat that. 6 for 7 from 3, 22 points in 6 minutes. Or was it 5? Yeah, 6 minutes. Now let's look at these stats because, hey, Joker played 27 minutes, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. That's a good angel number, 999, but he only shot the ball 4 times in 27 minutes now. He went to the line 3 times. That's a formula for winning. That's how you beat them. Aaron Gordon was their leading scorer. He had 26. Michael Porter Jr. was hot in the first half. He had like 13, I think, in the first half. He was cold in a motherfucker in that second half. Jamal Murray, what did he do? 8 points. 3 for 12 from shoot. Come on now. Talk to me now. Now, my boy Dame, on the other hand, he came out 31 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Yeah, Jeremy Grant, 21 points. Simons, 29 and 5. Told you got hot in the third. Shaden Sharp, double digits again. He consistent. Yeah, he consistent. And we back. We on our way. I know that we're gonna probably have a couple of little stretches where some L's come up, but hey, we resilient. We was down like 15 in the first half. Just stay with it, man. Chauncey Billups playing mind games with these other players too. Like he over there talking to them. They had him wired up. He talking to every player that come over there by him. What's up, man? How you doing? You good? Okay, yeah. I said, man, bro, Chauncey, he pulling a move. That's a tactic. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if it work, it work. If it work, it work. They like, you not gonna speak to Mr. Big Shot? Like, I know you're gonna talk to him if he say something to you. So yeah, I like it. I like it. I fucks with it. Now, we done already spoke about how sorry the Lakers is. So we ain't gonna do that. But we are gonna talk about Ja Morant. Shout out to my partner down in Mississippi, my fellow Skyhawk, Clovis, man. He brought something to my attention, and I had to go look at the tape. And Ja wasn't getting a lot of calls early on in the season. He wasn't getting a lot of calls, even at home in that first game. He didn't get a lot of calls. They say he was fouled. They didn't call the foul. He a superstar. You supposed to give him the foul. He a budding superstar. Why they not calling him like that? And I said, man, I don't know. I think he kind of flopped one time. No, he didn't flop. I went back and looked at it. He didn't flop. So Clovis, I know you listening. He didn't flop. And they started giving him some calls because guess what? He just had what? What did he go from the line? 10 for 11. I think he only went 9 times in the first game or 7 times. And it was like, nah, bro, he need to be double digits. And you're right. Out of everybody in the game, he went to the line the most. 10 for 11. And he put up 38, 8, and 7. Efficient. 4 for 6 from 3. Bang was 8 for 11 from 3. So, and they had the stars out too. They had to start Moneybag for this 2 times, Big Homie G, Trip Star, Big 30. They all on the sideline. They got a pocket full of money. They got a hand full of money. They got money on the court. I thought they was having a dice game. Somebody tweeted and said, Memphis is official. Ain't no other city like Memphis. Memphis is its own state and their own people. And I agree. Like, where else in the NBA? You can't see that in Atlanta. Where else in the NBA can you have players, rappers, or any celebrity on the sideline with money in their pocket? And big money in their hands and on the floor, and they money spreading on the sideline, on court side. Like, come on, bro. You don't see that nowhere else. You ain't gonna see that nowhere else. But that's because 12 is there. It wasn't like this in Grit and Grind. Everybody know it wasn't like this in Grit and Grind. It just wasn't like this. Mike Conley, he was decent, he was square, lame, just, Big Spain, Marc Gasol, cool. He kind of grew up in Memphis. He went to Los Angeles. Zebo probably still live in Memphis somewhere, or at least got a crib he got down here. You know what I'm saying? So they was good people. Rudy Gay, you know what I'm saying? They were straight, and they was hooping. Tony Allen, they love him. The city love him, but they ain't this. Ja Morant, my boy Rato been preaching it for like 2 years now, and I saw it coming, but I didn't want to be like, nah, bro. Like some people say, give them time. So when they got put out in the bubble that year, they was on the rise, and then they got shut down. Then Portland put them out. But they've been coming every year as far as like coming back every year. Like, yeah, every year they done got better. So that year, you got to win games like they won last night at home. Just told you the stars was out now. They all the who was Brig gang, yeah, they was out. They was out. Endless, yeah, they was out. And that's what you want to see. That's what you want to have. You want to have that support. You want to have celebrities there. You want that energy there. Because now they finna renovate it. They got the new spot where you can kind of stand on it, like the Cowboys Stadium. So yeah, shout out to Josh, shout out to the Grizzlies. I wish them success. As long as they're not playing Portland. Hey man, Dame back, Ja here. I can't wait to see that game. I can't wait to see that game. I think Portland might come to Memphis first in February, I think. It's always around my birthday. I think it's like the first or the second or something like that. But yeah, I can't wait to see it. I went to the game in 2020, but we lost. Dame got hurt that game too. So yeah, I had to throw that out there. Dame got hurt that game, man. Make sure y'all visit BTSE365.com. That's where you can get official gear. You know what I'm saying? We about to have the beanies back up on the site. The new hoodies, new t-shirts, all that. We coming different for 2022, 2023. So y'all just stay, you know what I'm saying? Stay alert. Stay alert. Now, might be wondering why I got this Colin Kaepernick jersey on if you're watching. This is number 7, just in case y'all don't know. Let me make sure. Yeah, boom, 7. Just so you know. Ain't no fugazi. Ain't no fugazi, bro. And I'm wearing this because I just had a nice debate with one of my partners from school, Bigg. I just had a nice debate a couple weeks ago when Tennessee beat Bama. And we debated for like an hour, maybe longer. I don't know. I have to ask T Hunt. Maybe longer. About Cap and Jimmy. He talking about he'll take Jimmy. Jimmy a better quarterback. He a better quarterback, bro. Like he got a better percentage. Okay. Does he? Is he? Look at the numbers. And also, I'm a fan. Like, he ain't no fan. Like, when you watch your team, you watch your team. No. Cap was and I had to show him the numbers. And he still wasn't getting it. Hey, Cap is a playmaker. I'm not looking at him like a quote unquote traditional quarterback. I'm looking at him like a quarterback, but he a playmaker too. He a playmaking quarterback. So with his legs, he can make plays. With his arm, he can make plays. Now, Cap in the regular season, we strictly went off the 2 healthy seasons that they both made it to the playoffs. Strictly that. Because that's the only way to really compare. Because full seasons, they both made it to a Super Bowl, lost. They both made it to an NFC Championship game and lost. So you take those 2 seasons and who's quote unquote better. Now, Cap only had like 60 to 61, like between 58 and 61% or 62% completion percentage in the regular season during the playoff years. Now, Jimmy, on the other hand, he 67, 68, 69%. Like, big numbers in the regular season. 38,000 passing yards, 35, 36,000 passing yards. Okay. But in the playoffs, what? His numbers go from like 68% down to like 60? Whoa, that's alarming. Like, that's alarming to me. But folks they don't even want to accept, they don't even want to count that. Like, oh, that don't matter. Huh? You giving me 70%, 69% for 16 games before it went to 17. And then when it mattered the most, you only giving me what? 60% completion? And your touchdown to interception ratio is 2 to 3. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, both playoff runs. So there's 4 total touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Don't know about fumbles. That's the stat I don't know. He could have lost a fumble in that motherfucker too. Which, if my memory serves me correct, I think he did. Then you go over to Cap, and he consistently 58 to 61. He ain't giving you too much that you gonna miss in the regular season. The goal is to get to the playoffs and have a chance to win. I don't care about what the percentage look like if I know that this dude can go out there and get me 50 to 75 yards on the ground, maybe a rushing touchdown, a couple of passing touchdowns. He can get loose with his legs, make some first downs for us, make some plays. Yeah, he gonna miss some throws, but he gonna make some throws. I don't give a fuck. It's a passing league now. So can you get that bitch out to your people to make their plays? That's all I'm worried about. If you're giving me 61% in the regular season and we made it to the Super Bowl, we made it to the NFC Championship game, then guess what? I'm cool with you giving me 60% in the playoffs because that's what you've been doing. You ain't now. It would be good if you went up to 65, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying, bro. And his touchdown to interception ratio was 4-4 total. 4 picks, 4 touchdowns. So what is we saying? He a better, in my opinion, he's a better option. And just like I saw this person tweet about the difference in Trey Lance and Jimmy G. I'm sorry. James Richard Garoppolo is all I've been saying. Yes, you need an elite quarterback to go up against other elite quarterbacks. And no, we have not seen Trey Lance do it yet. But I know what I've seen with Jimmy. Get this other guy a chance. That's why we was happy to see Trey get drafted. That's why we were happy to see him start the season. That's why. My brother, he told me yesterday, he said, yeah, bro, I agree with you now. I understand now after watching the game Sunday. We got in the red zone and we barely could score a touchdown. He threw a red zone interception. Yeah, Kittle been bullshitting all year. I know he started the season hurt. He been dropping passes. Yeah, he caught 6 for 98. And a touchdown. But he dropped a couple too. So, But Jimmy, when he got sacked, and another safety, by the way, he could have got rid of the ball quicker. Juszczyk was his check down. Why you didn't get it to the check down? You got to be smart. But I told you, he wasn't going to class. He was too busy worried about the gals. He was too busy worried about the women. See, that's the problem. And that's why I believe the media fell in love with him. Because the motherfucker go out on one date with a porn star and all of a sudden, he the man. I got men on TV talking about how handsome he is. Since when did that become the standard for being a good quarterback? And why did y'all choose him to be the one that you considered the one? Like it's funny to me when I hear Stephen A. get on TV. Motherfucker get to talking about porn star Jimmy, and it's not an indictment on him at all. He's just, it's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like, bro, you do it every fucking time you talk about. Like every time. And it's becoming a little suspect. Not just him, but all of you hear him. That's why he keep getting these passes. Nobody want to say that, but it's the truth. You got a lot of men, and of course the women. It's a lot of women who say, especially I see them on Twitter. Oh, Jimmy, this. Let them do this. But a lot of these grown men talking about how handsome this guy is. Like, what the fuck they got to do with this poor ass play we see? Because a lot of them talking heads kept saying that he was better, like he's a better option because he's been there. No, motherfucker, he's not. You seen what he can do. It's limits. There's limitations to that shit. Hell, and why is we talking about him getting with the porn star chick? Like, nigga, it's this motherfucker's getting women every day, B. Like, she just so happened to be somebody that did it on tape. The fuck out of here. Trey Lance, allegedly, was banging what's the dude's name? Colin Cowherd's daughter. So what? It happens. This is what happens. They're pro athletes. They're gonna, come on now. And since when did him being with a porn star become a super great thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't even as bad as one. Like when I seen it, I was like, So y'all chill out. That's all that is. That's all that is, bro. Come on, man. Y'all, they having a love affair with the man. And I'm just saying. Y'all gotta come to grips with what's going on here, bro. He's sorry, okay? He's sorry. But anywho, I ain't gonna hold y'all, bro. Y'all be easy. Think I'm gonna let Eddie Valero take us out, man. Let me see what I'm playing from this good brother. Let's see what we got.
Lero let the band play this shit gangsta, got a harder sound. Man, it's fresh and wheezy, this shit different, got that Carter sound. I'm from River City, we talk burners right by Harbor Town. Paralyzed that pussy ass, bitch ass getting hog around. My bad, I mean hub around. Bad bitch, let me rub it down. Switches on the 2-6 when it hit it, make this stutter sound. Knew you was a bitch, get out that water, let your brother drown. Got family and money for my peace, can't let my brother down. He don't even smoke, pick out the side, bitch, we just smell things. Pockets over
Nigga on that bass.
to my skill crack. I'm only impressed and hold your breath, lay on the wheel belt.